Hey everybody, Happy New Year. It's another great year starting out here at Microvelo's Cameras, and so we wanted to kick it off with a new video for you featuring some of the fine used equipment that we've got in the store right now. Really, there's a lot of great stuff here, especially if you're a Canon, Sony, or Nikon user, or Leica as well even. So, to start off though, with showcasing you some fantastic used equipment, I want to talk about rental for just 1 second. If you're a Sony user, using like an A7 III, A9, A7 IV, anything like that, you'd be very interested in this. We just got the Tamron 150 to 500 super telephoto zoom in our rental department. So if you're into bird photography, nature and wildlife photography, and need a long reach, check this out. It's in our rental department now and renting for only $30 a day for this $1,400 lens. So we do have it available for sale and we've got it for rent. Come check it out. Now, for the used equipment, like I said, we've got some really exceptional pieces in our used department right now. For instance, there is the well-regarded 70 to 200 2.8 for Sony E-Mount. This came into the used department just about a week ago, and it is selling for $1,800. Beautiful lens. If you need fast aperture telephoto lens, here it is for you. For Canon, we've got some really unique pieces. For instance, there is the Mark I of the EOS 1DX camera. This is just a beast. If you are into action photography, sports photography, stuff like that, this camera is going to blow you away. It's selling for about $1,200. Put that there. Up next, we've got the simple but classic 50mm 1.4 lens for Canon EF mount. This 50 1.4 is selling for $225. Then if you are an architectural photographer or an interiors photographer or a landscape photographer, you will totally love what I've got next. And that is the very unique, hard to come by 11 to 24 f4 ultra wide lens. This thing is a beauty. I've never seen it in use before, and it's currently selling for $2,200. For the Nikon photographers in the area, we also have a few great items in our used department right now. If you like things a little funky and a little bit weird, we've got an excellent manual focus fisheye lens. The 16mm 2.8 lens is selling for $325. Great fun you can have with the fisheye there for just $3.25. If you also like wide angles, but you don't need them warping out and getting weird like the fisheye, we do have the 20mm f2.8 AFD lens. This is a classic. I think it's really pretty cool. It's fun, it's compact, it's sharp, and that is selling for just $175 for that 20mm 2.8. If you enjoy doing macro photography, getting really close to things that you maybe can't get completely physically close to, we have the sort of rare, not often seen in used 200mm f4 macro lens. It is a beauty. It has a custom Arca Swiss style foot on it, and it's selling for $1,150. What also makes this one pretty unique and fun is that the previous owner put their own exposure compensation chart on the lens hood. It's the metal lens hood with your close focus exposure calculations on there as well. Really pretty unique. So far we've covered some used equipment from Sony, from Canon, from Nikon, some rental equipment from Tamron and Sony, and coming up for the conclusion of our video, we've got some extra special pieces. Can you believe it or not, but we got into our used department a Leica M10. It is in beautiful condition. We even sent it to Leica for a CLA to make sure it was up to snuff and properly all in spec and ready to be used. This beautiful rangefinder manual focus camera is selling for $5,900. The Leica M10, it is gorgeous. If you've got a camera like this, naturally you want some extra special glass to go with it. And so along those lines, we have two exceptional lenses. If you're into street photography or street photography, landscape photography, we have the Leica Sumalux M1.4 21mm lens. This ultra-wide, ultra-fast lens is just beautiful. The focus is so smooth, the aperture clicks nicely. It's gorgeous. And that lens is selling for $6,200. And then our final Leica piece for the day, the legendary, the exceptional, the superlative, the just can't be beat Noctilux. This 50mm lens is just legendary. It is the 50mm lens with the maximum aperture of 0.95. It's faster than fast. It's in exceptional condition. It's so beautiful. And this lens, used lens, is selling for $8,500. You do not see glass this good come into used often. So if you are interested in this, if you want to use it on a Leica camera or adapt it maybe to some other mirrorless camera, you really should seriously consider this. It's just stunning. It really is. And now, the last piece of equipment that we've got is pretty different than everything else I've talked about, from the Sony Fast Telephoto to the EOS 1DX to the Nikon Fisheye and the Leica rangefinder. We've got a Nikon P900. It's one of those type of super cameras, super zoom cameras, where it's got a point-and-shoot size sensor with a massively long zoom lens on it. This camera has an 83 power zoom. That's just incredible, mind-blowing. It covers a range equivalent to a 24 to 2000 millimeter lens, all in one compact camera design. What makes the camera especially special is that, hey, this camera actually used to belong to Mike Crivello himself, the founder of our store. This was his point-and-shoot camera, and now it can be yours. That, then, is selling for $575. So, as you can see, we've got a lot of great things in our used department right now, and you really should come down and check it out.